I think the most difficult thing in doing Tron was to marry the computer simulation moments with the live action photography and have them feel like they were all in the same place. The fact that we were shooting people in black and white costumes on sets that were black and matting those people into computer simulated worlds, that many of those backgrounds were, you know, computer simulated scenes, and then you were putting people in them, or you were putting computer simulated images into graphically created scenes and then matting people into that, to have that all homogenized and feel like it was the same place, so you didn't say, oh, that was done this way and this was done this way. And also that the work done by Magi, III, Abels, all married together and felt like one thing. So you would say, oh, that was done by Magi and that was done by III, so that it just became a homogenized, you know, world that all melted together. As a design problem and as a filmmaking problem, I think that was the most difficult thing to do. But it was what I was most pleased with, that it did work so well. I noticed very early on in my work with computer simulation that all the different companies who did it basically had their own technique for doing it. It's like they each had their own kind of hot rod and their own kind of crew, and they were all hybrid systems. And the most difficult thing was, you know, getting them to have the same vocabulary, the same understanding, the same description of three-space motion, the same description of a color. And but after looking at it for a while, I realized that there were similarities that everybody understood, and basically it's everybody's understanding of three-space, of dimensional choreography. How surfaces were rendered, you know, whether one company could make something shinier or smoother or more like chrome, that's also basically, when you get down to making a picture, a matter of art direction.
When we started dealing with the computer companies on Tron, you have to remember that a lot of the people who develop software for computers are not really filmmakers. They didn't begin their career as filmmakers, and so they won't approach the creation of visual imagery in the same way that a filmmaker will. We went in not knowing anything about computer technology. We only knew what we wanted to achieve on the film. But with discussions with the development groups in each company, we were convinced that we could actually develop the technology as we went along and marry it with the creative needs and end up with a film that would look good. As an example, we wanted a feeling of vast scale in Tron. We wanted that cycle arena to feel like it was miles wide. When a computer creates a picture, it will create everything crystal clear. So something that's a mile away will actually appear as clear and distinct and as well lit as something that's a foot away. And that just doesn't look real. So we said, you know what we need? We need a feeling of atmosphere in these shots. We have to make it look like things that are far away are far away. And in real life, you do that by softening the focus and, you know, kind of dimming the colors. And we came up with something that was really very simple, and I think a standard technique now in computer graphics called depth cluing. You assign a mathematical progression to the light of the points, depending how far away they are from the camera source. Farther away they are, the less distinct they are, and that makes them look farther away. It's something you automatically get in live-action photography, but it's something that you have to mathematically apply to a computer image. Again, it was this constant give and take of our visual requirements with their technical possibilities that created Tron. When we finished Tron, we had pushed the technology of these computer companies, I think, many, many years ahead of where they would have been if they hadn't worked with us during the feature.